You're listening to Radio Multiverse.
Hey there, listeners. Good to see you again. I don't know whether it's morning, noon, or evening when you're listening to this, but for us here at Radio Multiverse, it's Saturday afternoon, so high time for another RPG session. And today we have Exalted Fate on the menu. I'm Ramsey, and I'll be your waiter for today. Our chef will be Dawa. So, Chef Dawa, what's brewing in your pot today?
Toil and trouble, double boil, and I forgot the rest of the recipe, so I'll just do something.
Okay.
I'm sure it will turn out very tasty. What we have on the menu today is mystery. We have a strange target dummy which bears an uncanny likeness toward one of the players. However, the target doll was made 1,000 years ago and has been locked in a vault for 800 years. I wonder what's up with that.
Definitely sounds
Also, Indeed. We're going to find out what wealth will do to our players. Will it drive them insane? Will they be wise? Or will they spend it all on booze and hookers?
Good question.
Again, very good question. And the last question that we're going to solve is how will they doom themselves?
Hopefully
They've
not.
got a mighty treasure and 1,000 ways to lose it.
Right, okay.
So stay tuned and find out.
Exactly. And also joining us today, we have some hungry customers. So, Richard, are you hungry for some adventure?
Oh, I'm hungry for something.
Which would that something be?
I'm hungry for some blood.
Okay, that doesn't sound ominous at all.
Luckily, you have allies.
Thirsty for some blood.
Well, see, Galen was stopped from being a complete bitch last time, so I think that it's time she gives a little payback to the humans that scoffed her.
I see. Alright. Okay, looking forward to that. And, Dries, how's your appetite today?
I'm good. Not that hungry, but still want some.
Okay, glad to hear it.
Awesome, Dries.
Why are you
Awesome.
laughing?
You're breaking the mold. That's why.
Anyway, Nico should normally also join us today, but he's running a bit late, and we're actually not certain if he's going to be able to make it, but he's hoping for the best. Anyway, let's get started with today's game. Take it away, Dawa.
Yes, just a quick reminder for those who have not for listening for the first time. This is the game of Exalted. Our heroes are elementally powered, let's call them superheroes for now, and have just found a forge in the middle of a lake of lava. They've just destroyed the guardian of this place and now looking forward to looting, I believe. However, there's just one little point and drawback. One of the members is down on the ground freezing to death, or at least looking rather unalive at this point.
She's not
And that's
freezing
where
to death, she got burned.
Oh yes, that's right, by
Mikri's
something made
aura.
out of... Yes, indeed. That's a good point. Mikiri just burned her ally.
Yeah,
How
it
does
was
she
an
respond to
It
that?
was an accident!
She's still burning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. No, but
You're
I
burning.
got some
I'm
distance.
melting. I'm melting.
We got some distance from each other, and I think we'd better wait until our respective auras die down a little bit.
Yes, better.
And of course, watching her die.
No, she's not gonna die. She's just unconscious. Sheesh.
Okay, she's just unconscious. Are you certain of that?
Yes.
Very well, then
It's
nothing
always
bad.
when he says that.
It really is. I hate it when the DM says that because you know it's bad. You can't
Alright.
deny it.
Okay, let's see. Right, you just wait until the burnt crisp becomes alive again.
And
Wow.
we're mainly waiting until our auras die down a little bit so we can head on, because I think there's more stuff to explore here.
Yes, indeed, because in the distance you can see vague shapes of islands. Of rock pillars, islands in the sea of lava, which are obscured due to the fact that there's sulfurous clouds all around you. And by the time I'm done narrating, let's say that a few minutes have passed and your stress boxes have cleared again, and and the aura has come, and your anima flux has become manageable instead of roaring.
Sounds good to me.
And Johnny said, Galen finds herself crispy and on the floor.
I look down at myself and, I smell bacon.
And then Vickery says with a grin, "Are you implying that you're a pig?"
I would never. But I do smell good. Interesting. And because of course she's an airhead, she kind of brings her arm up to her face and starts licking it to see if it tastes like bacon.
So, I have a question.
Yes, please.
That block of orichalcum we found, how big is it?
Let's see. It's about as big as your chest.
Oh, is that all? I thought it was huge or
That's
something.
pretty big.
It's still, it's about as big as your chest, but that's still a huge amount of orichalcum.
I guess we should take it with us for the time being. Can't
we just
playing
melt
around.
it down first?
Melt it
Sure
into
you can.
what? We'll still have to carry it around. What difference does it make? What size? Oh, I mean, what shape it has?
Easier to stuff it away.
Oh, you wanna like each give us a little bit? I suppose that would make sense. But then we'll have to wait until it cools down. Oh, that could be ages. Have you ever worked orichalcum before?
Forge.
But have you ever worked orichalcum before?
No, but I just made a hook out of this blade.
I suppose.
Well,
we could...
since our robust friend over here wishes to take it with us, why don't we let her carry it? She seems to be the biggest and heftiest of us, and I'm sure she can manage it.
I actually think that the Nite makes a good point. Maybe we should melt it down into like bars so we can like pass it out between all of us. So in case one of us loses it, we at least have some left.
Okay, sure. I'm sure you can melt down the 200 kilogram pile of orichalcum somewhere. That would be 400 pounds in American, something like that.
400 pounds.
Give or take. I suppose we do have a forge here, right? Or do you think Trees? Why you have ranks in craft, right?
Yes.
Why don't you? Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, why don't you
Didn't meant to do
roll
that.
just to like estimate if you have time to melt it down or not?
I actually didn't meant to throw that one. That was a mistake.
Not a problem.
But anyway, can't you like estimate something?
Let me give it a shot.
Mhm.
That's better.
You shoot the orichalcum. Actually, you could put it in the crucible and just let it melt.
Mm-hmm.
None of you have ever worked exotic materials, have you?
No. Actually, that's not a
No.
good idea. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Maybe we could just put it into the forge, and that's like a good hiding spot. And meanwhile, it's melting.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pick it up later. That's not a bad idea.
And you did mess around with the controls on that thing, right?
I think so.
Oh yeah, I know what the controls are like on it.
Oh yes, I remember. You know how to work the machinery here, more or less.
Oh yeah.
Alright, then I say we put it into the crucible over there, and we can continue exploring, and later we'll come back. Who knows, maybe we'll find more orichalcum somewhere.
Okay. Oh, by the way, Dungeon Master, do we have our essences back?
You can have 4 essence back as you wait around for a while.
Oops, full essence.
That will be enough for now, until the bad
Fully
thing
healed.
happens.
Alright then, no more time to lose. Let's go. I mean,
Okay.
Mickery says that after you've like disposed of the orichalcum at least.
Okay. Bye, metal.
Bloosh. No, not literally disposed.
Let's throw it in the lava.
Yeah.
Of course.
It actually
We have
doesn't
seen
melt
that.
in lava because we got it out of the lava in the first place.
Exactly. That is true.
What kind of supernatural temperatures can that forge reach here? The forge itself must be something supernatural. Ooh. Actually, we haven't examined it yet. What the fuck? What the hell are we doing? We're terrible. We're terrible at our jobs.
I am not going to make the obvious comment here.
Mickery says, "Hey, wait a second. We just got that orichalcum out of the molten lake here. That's how are we gonna melt down orichalcum if not even lava is hot enough? What is this forge made of?" And Mickery like looks with a puzzled expression on her face towards Galen. Care to explain?
Well, I did bend
Galen.
the sword into a hook with the forge. Just saying.
Galen just shakes her head and says, "You expect me to know this how? I don't have big giant arms like you. I don't work forges. I look
But
at
don't
stars."
you know stuff about first age technology? I'm just saying, maybe the equipment here is valuable and maybe we should take it with us later. That's why I'm asking
Actually-
you.
You have already defined that this place is value in and of itself.
Yeah,
For
this
two
place
reasons.
is valuable in and of itself.
I see.
Mhm. Because this is all working first age technology. Wonders from an age where the impossible was merely possible.
See.
What the DM said.
Okay, so this equipment here is maybe magical or something.
Not maybe.
It is magical.
Okay. Right, then Nite, drop that block of orichalcum into the forge and let it melt down, and we'll be back later to pick it up.
Okie dokie.
Right?
I thought we
crucible-
just had this argument.
Yeah.
Not gonna melt down in the forge.
It melts
It is.
down. It
Yes,
melts.
it does.
Oh, it does?
Mickey was just pointing it out. It doesn't melt in lava, but it does melt in the forge. So what the fuck is that
okay.
thing? That's why she was raising that point.
The what the fuck is that thing is also filled with lava. Interestingly enough.
Ooh. Super lava.
Yeah.
Anyway,
If
we
you
do
say so.
that. We do that, and then I guess we carry on with our job. I mean, exploration.
Yes.
Right.
Which
Yes.
direction?
Okay,
Should we
The one with
there
the big
is an
shadow.
island far away. You can barely see it if you squint your eyes towards the water side. So there will be the west for you non-exalted folks.
So that's all right.
And there is a much closer island to the southwest.
Wait a second.
You can actually see it.
We still
Yes.
haven't found that floating orichalcum treasure. I mean, it's supposed to be super shiny. Why don't we see it anywhere here?
Because you just dunked it into the crucible.
But it wasn't floating. It came out of the lava.
Yes, because you pulled it up while it was floating.
I'm confused. Anyway. Oh, does that mean there's no
Apparently that
other
happens.
orichalcum here? Nah. Anyway,
Not that you can see.
I guess we're gonna go off to take a look at that shadow in the distance.
Indeed, fair. Yeah.
Okay, you leap. Okay, Sarah leaps without orders, hits
Hey.
a wall and starts gliding off. Something into the drink, towards the drink.
Oh no. You fool!
Really?
I
Something
jumped after her.
interrupted her mid jump.
Heroic.
Okay,
Heroicness activate.
and what do you do?
Might! Jump! Leap! Grab! You know, the whole deal.
Do you throw her back onto the safe ground?
Yes, of course. I can survive a bit of lava, she can't.
Okay, dear.
No, throw me at the other side.
Places are swapped, and you're falling rapidly towards the lava. What does Miera Mikri do?
That's the... Fuck! I didn't know she was literally falling, I thought she was like slipping off. Oh, fuck.
Oh crap. Okay, so really quick, within like the first, within like 2 seconds,
Can I
I look
backpedal?
around to see what.
What were you saying, Richard?
Within
on.
2 seconds, I look around to see what I have around me that I can use to get Makiri from falling to coming back up to land.
Can I
Dead corpse
backpedal?
of the Guardian, some anvils, hammers and tongs, a piece of orichalcum, a crucible that's bolted to the floor, a wrecked crane. What do you want to use?
There's
You
still,
know what?
There's still like a chain with a hook attached to it, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Throw that to me or
Alright.
something.
Yes, I throw it at you. If it
Because-
pierces
well-
you, yeah, that's not my fault.
Well, I look over and because I really haven't been paying attention to her name, all I know is Nitai. I say, Nitai, grab this chain with me and let's get her up. And I grab one end of the chain and I begin swinging it to try and throw it to Makiri.
I
Roll
want
me a
technique,
shoot.
and now I want a technique that controls fire and subsequently lava. Because this is getting ridiculous.
You should become a lava bender.
Yeah.
Well, luckily you are not being killed by the heat of the lava, and somebody may roll a shoot to catch the wayward Chuzai.
I
Yeah,
rolled a
so-
shoot. It's great.
Okay, you nab her and you yoink her back onto the
Yeah.
rock.
No, as I pull her back, I catch her and I say, "You are very welcome, my dear."
Thank you, but let's
Wow,
all
that-
scowl at the Nite, because this is her fault.
Wow, that was farther than expected.
Then I
all
look over
stick
at
together.
the Nite and I give her a big scowl.
So yeah, I climb back up, I guess.
Now, for those that are willing to do so, you may no. For Mikiri and Sayada, they may roll an awareness test
Yes.
because you have interacted.
I suck today.
Mediocre.
Why?
Yeah, I also
Because
suck.
you're
That's,
Nitai.
that's a 3 minuses. That's not a good roll.
Nope. It feels like you just smacked into a wall that you could not see. It was smooth, like a
wall?
cheek.
And where
A wall.
exactly is this wall?
Indeed. Thank you, Dries.
Oh.
Although you only know one part,
An invisible
Yeah.
wall, you say?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I like look to Galen and I like open. I extend my hand and say, "Hey, give me that chain for a moment, will you?"
Sure.
Okay.
I hand it over.
I grab the chain and I start like swinging it around with like the hook end, and I like throw it as far as I can towards the invisible wall, with of course holding onto the out end.
Of course. It clonks off. It is no, it doesn't make any sound. It just stops in midair and falls down.
Okay, and I
You
quickly pull
reel
it
it in,
back.
I presume.
I quickly pull it back then,
You reel it in, not a problem.
and I say, "Okay, there's an invisible wall over there. Care to examine it somehow, Galen? I think it's magic, maybe. Can you do something about that?"
I look around. Is there any place that or anything that I can use to create a makeshift bridge?
There's the carcass of a lava worm. There's a chain,
Ah.
and there are anvils.
Lava worm's probably not gonna work because it's bendy. Chain,
It's
same
made out of
reason.
obsidian
Anvil.
and can withstand a lot of heat.
True. That is true.
Yeah, but it's a worm.
Still, it's made out of rock.
Okay, I look over to Mikiri and I say, well, if there's a way to make a bridge, I can walk over to it and examine it. And the only thing that's big enough that could withstand heat looks like that dead thing over there.
You can't do it from here with one of your scanning spells?
Scanning spells?
I don't know how magic works.
To be fair,
Oh, dear.
sorcerers really don't either.
I sit here thinking about my spells for a moment. You know what? I wonder. Hold on. That actually.
I don't want us
Might
to get too
just
close to it if it can be avoided. Who knows? It's like maybe like protected with something.
Mm-hmm.
And we might get hurt if we get too close to it. So I want you to examine it from a distance if possible.
Mm-hmm.
Why is my thing not working? I'm trying to click on terrestrial circle sorcery.
Double click.
I am.
That's strange.
Just highlighting
Let me just quickly work it. Oh! Move your character sheet away, then you see it's underneath. It's one of those weird things in this place. I will send it to chat.
That's a lot of words.
It is indeed. Trust me, this is
Okay.
a short version.
Shoot an elemental bolt, or a shoot roll.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's elemental air bolt attack. Terrestrial circle sorcery.
It basically just tells you how you cast a spell mechanically.
Yeah. Okay. So that's not gonna work. All right. I'm gonna try and you know what? I'm gonna use my lens.
Alright.
I'm gonna use my lens and try and examine from a distance what it could possibly be. See if I can see any auras or anything like that.
Well, yeah, you can roll me an occult.
Okay. So let me come over here. Scroll up. And occult. Really?
That's
Okay.
enough. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, obviously it is what it is. It is a construct made out of essence that wards certain movement types. I said certain movement. So in essence, it's a magic wall, just as you expected it. However, it does allow for exceptions. Which exceptions you do not know as of yet.
Well, how was I able to jump to there before?
It is a one-way wall, so if you were jumping, so you can jump off this island. You can jump off this place, but not towards it.
I suddenly get an idea and I look upwards. Can I still see like the whole mechanical contraption system that like moves the cages around?
Yes, indeed.
Is there one that like passes the island we want to head to?
Actually, there is a chain that leads from. Let me just trace the chains. It leads from. Oh wait, you don't have much view. Yes, there is a chain that leads down towards the island from this side.
Oh.
Sort of.
And I say, Galen, do you think the wall like stretches over the entire island, or is it just like stops at a certain point?
Oh,
I
it's
don't
definitely.
know.
It's definitely not. It does not comprise the entirety of the island. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to leap on top of it, which you have done. There are openings here and there.
Maybe if we catch a ride on one of those annoying cages, we might be able to jump over there. Unless
Yes, the chains of the cages are all down by the entrance. Let me see.
Oh,
Yes, you can have sight. Nice. The cage riding system is over here, ish. But there's a chain that runs all around from here up to here, round here, towards the island. There's also another chain that runs to the other island, but that's outside of your
Right.
view.
so we can use that unless you, of course, can dispel the wall. What do you think?
Give me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do a few things here. And I'm going to walk not right up to the edge, but to where I have a sure footing, basically like where the knee tie is.
Sure, not a problem.
And I'm going to look over and I'm going to be Galen for a minute and talk to a wall.
Okay. The wall does not respond, which is not as unusual since spells generally do not have a sentient spirit. Which is a
No,
good.
but they can usually respond in other ways.
The wall is impassive.
Okay.
Also impassable, but punt.
I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to use occult to try and figure out where the holes are as I'm trying to talk to it to distract it from what my true methods are and what my true motives are.
Very well, roll your occult.
I know it sounds weird, but oh, epic.
Yes, indeed, you talk to the wall. The wall does not say a lot, tell you a lot, does not respond to you. That was the word I was looking for. The wall does not respond because it's a wall. And you think that this side is completely clear, or this side is completely clear. You know that for certain. You're also thinking that there may be a hole here. But the last one is not a certainty.